Hi everyone, this is Chitra, founder at Sean's Fleur. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we have episode 2 of our festive decor DIYs. This series is all about easy, simple decor ideas that you can do in your home for this festive season. Here is today's look. It is a stair decor look that goes with episode 1. Episode 1 was all about the door decor, and this complements that decor. Here is everything that we used. The flowers in this tutorial are fresh flowers, so that's something a little bit different. Usually we use our long-lasting thorns. You can either use fresh flowers or our long-lasting thorns for this look. As usual, I'm going to be referring to everything on my phone, and you'll be able to see what I'm looking at right over here. To get started, the scenery that we have about 6 or 7 steps that lead into our front door. The first thing that we're going to do is take these wooden crates and stack them on top of each other. This is just to give the entire look a little bit of height. The crates are actually just fruit crates and vegetable crates that we picked up from the local market. Each crate costs us about 20 rupees each. In saying that, they actually don't have the best finishing to them. A lot of it is caving in or the wood is rotting a little bit. So if this is something maybe that you want to use for a lot of events, or maybe you just want a neater look, you can get them custom made with your local carpenter or wood shop. We painted ours in green and red, and we like to use this across a lot of events. I think another color that would work really well here is orange and yellow, or you can even add a little bit of pop with a little bit of fuchsia. The paint that we're using here is just Asian paints. I did not prime the wood with anything at all. We just painted it straight with Asian paints. It's a matte paint that I know that we can also paint over. On top of the crate, we're gonna take our marigold garlands and we're gonna create a little hoop or a little circle with them, and then just cut off the extra marigold. On top of this, I'm gonna stack 2 clay pots. I have talked a little bit about these clay pots. We're using the same paint that we used for the crates on them, the Asian paints, and this is again in green and red. I'm taking a medium-sized pot, and on top of that, I'm going to stack a smaller pot. When I'm stacking the smaller pot, instead of stacking it so it's facing directly up, I'm just gonna face it towards the front. As you can see, that marigold hoop or circle that we created stabilizes that bottom pot and stops it from slipping and sliding. Next, what we're gonna be doing is taking a plastic bag. I've just cut this bag in half, and then we're going to be stuffing it with some pebbles. You can use rocks, you can use sand, you can use some dirt, just something that will give it a little bit of weight. And then we're gonna tie it off with some jute string. With these little bags, we're gonna take a single strand of marigold garlands and then attach them to the bag. The reason why we're using the plastic bags is because it's something that we already have in our office. It's our way of just reusing the plastic, and we will keep these little bags of rock so we can use it for our future events. This is no way in a call to tell you guys to use more plastic, but just a way or idea to how you can reuse some of your plastic bags. You may have chip packets or nut packets or any other kind of plastic packaging that you could use for this. If you don't have any plastic at all, I recommend just using like a napkin or a little bit of cloth that you can just tie up the 4 corners in this little bag style. After you finished tying the marigold garlands onto the little bags, we're gonna place them inside the top pot. So what these bags have done is, because the fresh marigolds are very heavy in weight, they're filled with water, and these marigold garlands are around 5 feet long each, so they do have a little bit of weight. If we did not add the rock pouches into the pot, the top pot would most likely just tip over, or the marigolds would just slip out and not be able to keep that balance. With each pot, I'm adding 3 garlands. You can add more, you can add less, but I find that 3 is just a perfect sweet spot for the size of pot that we have. After adding in the marigolds to the pot, I'm just gonna gently bring them down and then start arranging them down the stairs. Sometimes if you don't have a garland of marigold that's long, you can see what I'm doing is just tucking one marigold garland underneath another. If you want to create an extra bond or extra strength to make sure nothing slips away, you can tie the 2 garlands together. After taking the garlands all the way down, just at the base of the stairs, because we have some extra garlands, I'm just gonna create a couple of swirls, a couple of patterns. You could have 2 rangolis here on the other side. You could have a pattern of your choice. You can mix and match this however you like, but just because we had a couple of bits of extra garlands, we decided to do 2 swirls here. Next, we're gonna just take our extra marigold garlands and create a couple of rings down the railings of our stairs. If you don't have any extra marigold garlands, this is not a step that you have to do. We had a little bit extra, and it kind of just tied the entire look together. And finally, we added some clay diyas. You can add some of the brass diyas that we've showed previously, just to give it, as you guys know, it is Diwali or whatever whatever festive season you're celebrating for this. Just to give it a little bit of glitz and a little bit of glam. You know that I love adding candles or LED lights to any look, so this just goes in and pairs in with that. And here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed that look. As you guys can see, this look ties in with episode 1 where we show you how to create the door look. They're both using the same fresh marigolds, and in episode 1 you can find more info on how to take care of your marigolds so they last for before you're doing the setup and as well as during the setup. Just a side note that I also wanted to add to this video is when you're adding the marigolds to your railings, you want to remove them within 1 to 2 days and just keep checking up on them because they will stain any white paint or any white surface, even the marble if you have any marble there. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Episode 3 will be out shortly, so stay tuned for that. Bye!